People joke about aliens lately, but the data coming out, it's not a joke. There are patterns showing up that we still can't fully explain. And that's where things get interesting. I ain't saying it's aliens, but there's signals and encounters that we still don't have answers for. And when that happens, you got to start asking better questions. Because the real question isn't whether aliens exist. It's whether we already seen signs and didn't recognize them. And that's when the conversation gets real serious.
What the hell is that? Let's go check it out.
In recent years, there's been a surge of interest in unidentified aerial phenomena, or UAPs, with official reports and testimonies suggesting intelligent aliens might have already visited Earth. Yet, without clear, undeniable evidence, something we can see, touch, or scientifically verify, these claims remain intriguing possibilities rather than confirmed facts. As the saying goes, extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence.
You didn't see this. You don't remember anything. This is the visitor, and you are being watched.
You are now being watched.
Yeah, and before we get into this one, shout out to Brian Cox, our intelligent aliens out there. That's what this video is called. And yeah, without further ado,
let's dive into it.
Let's get into this.
There you are. We just arrived at Gliesa 667. Better get ready. Set the drone to survey mode and prep for atmospheric analysis. Yeah. This could be it, you know? The moment we finally make contact. I know.
The moment we finally make contact. And this is what I gotta say, guys. Like, we don't know what aliens are. Like, so what if it's like this? As you see, they got robots, AI, like technology and all this going on. So it might just be like this. Like, we don't know what it looked like. We don't know what type of intelligent beings is out there. So
we don't know where we really get our technology from. Come on, man.
Let's get into this one.
It would undoubtedly be humanity's greatest discovery, finding evidence of intelligent life beyond our world. Imagine civilizations out there, perhaps millions of years ahead of us, with technology we can barely conceive, waiting silently in the depths of space.
The first thing to say is it would be remarkable if we found microbial life, because we would like to know if life began in more than one place in the solar system, given the right conditions. And I've spoken to a few colleagues who work on the Europa Clipper mission at JPL, who said that if we don't find life on Europa, if our picture of Europa is correct, and there's this long-lived ocean and active geology and so on, and
mind you guys, we didn't even know what Europa was.
Right.
Like when we was kids and stuff, they just said it was like about 9 planets.
Right.
You know, like we just start figuring out like it's 3 moons around. Like, you get what I'm saying? It's just wow. It's crazy. So
now they're discussing life
in
on
other
planets.
And that's all we really want to know too, you know, like, is it other life elsewhere? That's an alien. If it's any type of life anywhere else, it's alien to us.
Yes.
It's an alien. So
let's see what kind of life form they talking about on Europa.
Right. Let's get into it.
And we still don't find life. We might start to think that even the origin of life might be rare. But you're right to say that when we talk about aliens, if we use that word, then people are really asking, is there anything out there that we can talk to, right? Is there things like this out there? That's a whole other question, perhaps. Let's say that we find that life
Right. Like, I know we probably can't talk to these beings or whatever is out there because, for one,
We don't even know if we can.
probably can't. But like, look at here on Earth: Spanish, English. It's so many African languages. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they got so many different languages that they speak over there. You got so many different languages here. So to say something that's not even from Earth is gonna sit there and understand what we're talking is just like we reaching for that. Like,
That's crazy.
it's crazy to even think that. But do they got their own language? Like, you get what I'm saying? Let's get into it.
began on Mars and Europa. So let's say we find microbes. Then, as you say, the question becomes, how likely is it that given the origin of life, at some point you get intelligence, complex living things, and then intelligence at the civilization level? And again, of course, we don't know. But we do have the only piece of evidence we have that would allow us to make a guess is the time that it took to go from the origin of life to a civilization on Earth. And that time is something like 3.8 billion years. So let's say around 4 billion years. The Earth is 4.5 billion years old. So we have two pieces of evidence, really. One is that life began pretty much as soon as it could on Earth, give or take, right when the Earth had formed and cooled down. But then it took something like 4 billion years to produce a civilization. And that is a long time. That is
On Earth, 4 billion years to start a civilization.
To start a whole civilization.
Imagine Mars or anything. Like, this is just going on our planet.
Right.
Here.
So again, I asked that question. If you really believe that we are the only beings, the only intelligent, the only that, and you don't feel like that's very rare, it's just I don't know.
It's out of this world. Like, how many planets is out there? Like, you can't even put a number. Like,
you can't sit and say that there's no other intelligent beings or life forms. Because like Signal said, even something as little as a plant, even if it's the plant on another planet, that's considered alien because it's not from this planet, it's from another planet. Even if it's a plant form, that's life form, right? That's considered life form.
You know?
But
Earth is one planet. We got millions of planets. Millions. It just don't stop.
Earth, galaxies.
Space is just like
infinite.
Keep going.
Like, we still don't know how.
Like, we can't even travel there, like, to in our lifetime to certain, you get what I'm saying, spots and like close to us. So just it's mind-boggling.
Yes, it is.
It's about a third of the age of the universe. And so if that is typical, and again, to emphasize, we don't know, it's the only piece of evidence we have, but if it really does take many billions of years to go from the origin of life to things like us, then you could argue that the number of civilizations might be quite low in a galaxy like the Milky Way. And that's just based on the observation that we live in a violent universe. Many stars don't live for 4 billion years.
But even if it's just like, it can't just be just us though. Like,
no.
Even if it take that many years to start.
But honestly, he said in the Milky Way galaxy.
Right, it's not too many civilizations.
Every other
so he's talking about just our
Milky Way
little neighborhood of planets.
Yeah, just our galaxy.
It would be like hard to like it. You know, it wouldn't be too many lives to start in that amount of time. It took so long just to start here, so it might not be happening too many other places. But I'm saying that what makes us so special.
But then again, they saying that they got the super Earth that they found, right? The super Earth that they saying that could possibly produce life, right? So if it's a super Earth with
three times bigger than Earth,
bigger and it's better, it's a better Earth,
right?
Who's to say that there's no life form on that Earth? Like how already?
That's just one planet. I'm talking about
how long it's been there. We don't know how long it's been there. So how long? It's a bigger Earth. So how long is that been there? And if it took that long for us to produce, then who's to say, you get what I'm saying? That super Earth already got life on it.
Right.
We can't reach it.
Super Earth should have life on it too. I mean, what makes Earth so special is the
question.
That's
the question. What makes us so rare and so special?
to have
Come
life
on.
forms just here, and out of
Impossible.
millions of planets, there's nothing going on nowhere else. It's just here, right? Yeah.
It's impossible.
Start, right? So you need a particular kind of star. You could argue that the longest lived stars, which are red dwarf stars, which are the most numerous in the galaxy, are not conducive to the evolution of complex life because the planets have to be very close to the star in order to be warm enough to be in what's called the habitable zone around the star. If it's a dim star like a red dwarfs are very active stars. You get planets that are what's called tidally locked, which means that one face always faces towards the star, in the same way that our moon always presents one face to the Earth. It's the same effect. So that doesn't seem to be a setup that you could imagine.
Hold on, is planet smart now or something? Like, why? He said that some planets just face to the star, like they don't want to, like Earth turns, and you know what I'm saying? It's certain planets that don't. It's just like want to stay the light part. Like maybe it's aliens, intelligent beings out there making a planet just stop because it's just like it's light here. We don't want no dark time, nighttime. We only want all daytime, so we ain't even spinning. We're gonna make sure that we stay light daytime all day long.
I mean,
I'm just like throwing ideas out there, guys. Don't mind.
and the way he sound, I don't know, it could be possible.
It's crazy, man. I'm telling you. Get back to it.
Would produce an ecosystem as complex as ours. You can make kind of educated guesses. So that's why I think it's fair to say that many biologists I speak to, not all, but many, would say that given the amount of time and the things that had to happen to produce complex multicellular life on Earth and then intelligence, given all that, then it might be unusual to produce complex living things like us. But I emphasize we're talking about science here. So in the absence of any evidence, then we can look at what we can see and try to make some educated guesses. But that's not to say that, absolutely not to say that we shouldn't look. And so programs like SETI, for example, looking for radio signals, but signatures of civilizations. As I mentioned, the James Webb Space Telescope is now capable of looking at the chemical composition of atmospheres. You could imagine seeing oxygen at high concentration in an atmosphere, which then suggests photosynthesis is present on the planet. So it's possible we could detect life on a planet around a distant star before we detect signs of it on Mars, even if it exists on Mars. Or it could be, I suppose, you could imagine megastructures around stars, these ideas of Dyson spheres and incredibly advanced civilizations building such large objects in space that you could see a signal of them. And we do. It's a legitimate part of astronomy to look for those signals. But so I should mention that we haven't seen any as yet.
Found another artifact. Echo, scan the terrain and pinpoint its origin.
I mean, the government is investing a lot of money on these satellites to look out there for signals and stuff like that. But
absolutely,
you got to remember, we can only see where light can. You get on where light stops. Like, if I'm saying it correctly, like after light, our light can only go but so far. Space is so we ain't gonna ever see no structures if these aliens is making these things out there, like around a planet. Some like you see what's going on in this. That's wild. Look what's going on with this planet. So it's just like if these type of planets is out there in other Milky Ways and stuff like that, we wouldn't even know because our light, we can't even see it. The James Webb Telescope is very good, though, that new telescope that they got out there. But do we get to see all the good pictures that's really out there, or they send?
We don't know what pictures they looking at. If there's anything out there, I'm pretty sure the government got it. We ain't gonna ever see it. It's gonna be quiet.
They don't give us them real good pictures out there. You know what I mean? Say if that James Webb Telescope caught a picture of a real clear UFO, you think they're gonna release that to the public?
Negative.
Drop it in the comments if they're going to release that picture to the public.
Negative.
Found another artifact. Echo, scan the terrain and pinpoint its origin.
When we imagine intelligent alien life, we usually think of living beings. Organisms somewhat similar to us, shaped by evolution and biology. But what if advanced civilizations have moved beyond their biological origins entirely?
He said something key there. Like, we looking for something that look like us. Like, but we probably look like this because the earth shaped us to look like this. Like,
Exactly.
our feet stuck to the floor. Like, we jump, we go right back down. Like, we got 2 arms, 2 legs, you know what I'm saying, to do everything that we need to do. And it's just like, this is all we need. But
exactly what Sigrid just said. We looking for something that, you know, that what we think is gonna look like, or or like what he said, look like us or whatever. We don't know what kind of beings. It could be a rock. That could a big boulder of rock could be their beings moving around. You know what I mean?
A rock.
We don't know what we really looking for, or if we getting. You know, it's like we don't know what kind of being we actually looking for or looking at. We just assuming this will be what it may look like.
It could be a feather
and moving. Right? We don't know, because like he said again, our Earth produced us to be like this. We don't know what their planets produced them to look like, or
shape them to look like.
You know?
Let's get back to it.
To thousands or even millions of years of technological advancement, perhaps they've chosen to exist in a digital form, uploading their consciousness to machines, existing permanently as a machine-based intelligence. Such beings wouldn't age or tire, and could easily endure interstellar journeys impossible for biological life. Could it be that the intelligent alien civilizations we're searching for...
What was that cartoon with the brain in the stomach?
That was Ninja Turtles.
Don't that look like something like they've been
You talking about that look like some Power Ranger type John.
It probably is.
With Zordon. Remember he was in the glass tube, face in the middle?
I think that was, and it was like I think the one I'm talking about was like a brain talking through the stomach.
Oh, that's Ninja Turtle.
Oh, that's Ninja Turtle. Like that's what brain that looked like to me. That's why I said that.
I think it was Brain. His name was something like that.
That's crazy, right there.
Oh, Crane. Crane, yeah.
That Crane. If that looked like that. Turtles. Yeah, shout out Ninja Turtles, but
childhood cartoon.
That looks like that, and the idea's already been out there in these movies. They already been like technology been out there already. Like, they already knew about this stuff. So to be seeing this like this in the AI 2026.
Nah, but not for nothing. I get what you're saying, but that looked like some like Zordon, Power Ranger type. Big 2 glass head in the middle that talks to people. That.
Oh, all right.
You don't remember that, Mac, bro? I mean,
so see, that's it right there. Like, they look, and how long, what was that? You said Power Rangers. When that came out?
I don't
ago.
Remember.
You know what I'm
like
saying?
97 or something.
Where they got this information from. Like, they ain't just draw this and like dreamed about it. And
we're gonna put Zordon up so you can see what y'all remember Zordon.
Let's get back to this.
His name was Zordon. Oh, whatever. Back to it.
Are no longer biological at all, but instead purely digital.
That's a good question. It goes back to the Fermi paradox. I think it looks like to me that it's inevitable that a civilization like ours, which is biological, ultimately will become, silicon-based or whatever it is. We're going to do that at some point, perhaps in the near future. I don't see any reason why that's not possible, and I think we're going to do it. And then you open up this possibility of sending life, albeit the von Neumann machines, right, the replicators, out to the stars.
That could be an alien right there. Like,
why aren't we on Mars now? It's not because we don't have the capability. We have stuff on Mars, but they're robots. Because it's easier to send robots to Mars than people. People are really not very good at spaceflight.
Well, that was a rough ride. You can say that again.
Biologically, it's difficult to go to our nearest neighbouring planet is challenging because the life support systems are difficult. Our biology is not built for that. It didn't evolve for that. So it's hard, much easier if you can send machines. So I think the future of our civilization ultimately will be machine-based. Again, that then feeds into the question of why nobody's done it. Because you become immortal, basically, as a civilization, if you can do that. if you can send your machines out to the stars, then that's it. Your civilization will live forever, effectively, for all intents and purposes.
We live in a universe so immense, with countless galaxies each holding billions of stars. It's almost impossible to think we're truly alone. Yet within our own Milky Way,
Just look at this image. I just want to like analyze this real quick. I'm gonna circle this star right there. That little star right there that y'all see right there, that can be our Milky Way, like our little circle. That one little circle in this big space picture right here. So you're trying to tell me, look at this down here. I'm gonna circle that right there.
Yeah.
What's that orange? What is that? Let me circle this right here. What's this 3 clusters? Like, it's nothing going on in this. And mind you, right where we are again, in that little area, we got Earth, Saturn,
Uranus, Mars, Venus,
all
Jupiter,
in that one little light.
Pluto, if it's still there.
And mind you, you see how Earth,
big Earth, little Earth.
I'm gonna show you how big Earth is compared to the planets here. It doesn't. It's like we look like a golf ball compared to a basketball.
Yep.
No freaky. But you get what I'm saying here. Like, it's wild. Like, if you look at this picture, and there's a lot going on. So it's just like, that's why I said space. And just from you to get from this dot into this dot right here, you won't even live it. Like, you can't even make it.
Put it this way. Let's just say they say it's a bunch of galaxies, right? Let's just say there's 3 galaxies. We're gonna just chop it down to just 3. Just to make it simpler. Let's just say it's 3 galaxies. We live in just one galaxy. Our Earth and our planet is in one galaxy.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just say it's 3 different galaxies. So all the planets we just named is in that one galaxy. We don't know how many planets is in the second galaxy or the third
galaxy.
We don't know how many planets. We don't know what there's life there. We don't know what's going on. We just know what's going on in our galaxy.
Right.
So picture just 3, and they say it's a bunch of galaxies, different galaxies. So just imagine. I just broke it down to 3 galaxies, 3 different galaxies. We live in one galaxy. There's 2, 3. Imagine how many planets, how many life forms. Come on, man.
Galaxy A, that could be us. Galaxy B, that could be something else. Galaxy C, that could be something else. But what he's trying to say basically
is in Galaxy A
and Galaxy B, it might just be 2 planets. In Galaxy C, it might be 30 planets.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? In Galaxy A, where we at, it might just be 9 or it might be 11.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? We still finding things.
And Galaxy B could be just them 2 planets, but the strongest planets in that galaxy are probably stronger than both of our galaxies put together with the 30 and the 12. Because it's just 2.
It could be a lot going on.
You know how
your mind think with it. You know what I'm saying?
No,
at the same time, it's just like,
my brain is going everywhere.
What's going on? Pluto, they said it was gone. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
it came back.
That's all going on in Galaxy A. We just found different, you get what I'm saying? Planets and stuff, new planets, moons and stuff in our galaxy.
Right.
We finding new things because of the new satellite that we just sent up there.
The dwarf star is the sun. There's a couple of dwarf stars, but there's other stars too that we're gonna get into. Anyways. Yeah, let's get back to it because I'm anxious to see what's going on.
Each holding billions of stars. It's almost impossible to think we're truly alone. Yet within our own Milky Way, we've heard nothing but silence. Could it be that intelligent civilizations exist out there, yet none are close enough for us to ever know?
I find it inconceivable there aren't other civilizations out there somewhere. The question is how far, really? Do they overlap in time, and how far do you have to go to find one? And if it's true that we're the only civilization in the Milky Way,
the time we don't got enough time.
That's
like
it.
The average human life's 100 years, 80 years. They saying it takes light years. When you think of a light year, you're talking about what? How many hundreds of years? Or you get what I'm saying? Like
they will have to literally figure out some kind of time warp hole that can zap them there in zero point 0.2 seconds. That'll make it like a day or two.
How many years of Earth years is one light year?
Good question. So a light year is actually a measure of distance, not time. It's how far light travels in 1 year. In Earth years, that would be about 5.88 trillion miles, or 9.46 trillion kilometers. So light years and Earth years measure different things, but light travels for 1 year at a constant speed.
And there you go, guys. Back to it.
You're all set. If anything else pops up...
Hey. Anyone's talking to you.
Don't start glitching, man.
In a sense, I think that's all that matters to us, because I don't see any chance of civilizations crossing between galaxies. I just don't see it. You could do it. The laws of physics don't stop you from doing it. So, and that's just the way, one example would be the way that relativity is, even without wormholes or anything like that. Just special relativity, Einstein's theory of special relativity tells you as you go close to the speed of light, let's say you launch from the Earth and accelerate such that at some point you're traveling, let's say 99.999999% of the speed of light, because I know this number. So if you're going at that speed, then the distances between the galaxies, let's say the Andromeda galaxy, that shrinks by a factor of 7,000.
I love this image right here.
The Andromeda galaxy. Yeah, this is very interesting. I love how they're showing us how the distance, they're breaking it down to the science, just so y'all can know how long it would take. And this is what we were just talking about. We would never know, because the distance and time how it would take for us to get to the next galaxy, to the Andromeda galaxy. We're in the Milky Way. Then the Andromeda galaxy, the time and distance, they have to send machines, because if they send humans, we're not going to make it. You're going to die before we get there. You're going to be there skeletons, like a whole skeleton, bro. Like, so I see why they're sending machines, man.
Back to it.
It's called the gamma factor in relativity. So the distance to the Andromeda galaxy is no longer, from the point of view of the spacecraft, is no longer 2.5 million light years. It's 2.5 million light years divided by 7,000, which is still not enough, right, to get you there in a reasonable time. But you can, as you approach close to the speed of light, that factor can become arbitrarily large. According to just physics, if you could do that, you can travel between the galaxies, but you've got to travel extremely close to the speed of light in a human lifetime. The limit, by the way, in relativity, which you can't, but if you were to travel at the speed of light, then the distance shrinks to zero. The closer you get to speed of light, from the point of view of someone in the spacecraft traveling between the galaxies, the more the distance shrinks. The flip side is that time passes more slowly on the spacecraft relative to the person on the Earth, and so you can, all those things.
And that's just why aliens in different dimensions could travel, because they're not on time. They above time. If time is we in the third dimension, time is the fourth dimension.
Yep.
These beings is definitely in the fifth or whatever other dimension after that they can sit there and go through portals and be certain places at certain different, because they're not
simultaneously
on time. That's right. What it's all about. You get what I'm saying? So that just show you right there, like, well, they've been showing us. I wasn't a big fan of Star Trek. I know a lot of y'all gonna get me in the comments for that. You know, a lot of like the alien stuff is just, becoming interesting to me, because it's just like, I mean, this is just wild. Like, I know that it takes, like, to say that we out here alone, I'm gonna just say that is just like, I can't say that. Me being the way I think, I know that to say that is just us here on Earth. I can't, I would be lying to myself. Right. I'm just being real.
Now, I got a quick question too. I want you to pull up the chat GPT and ask this. Mm-hmm. I want to know if you're able to, if a person is even able to travel in a spaceship at the speed of light, and if it's possible, for how long can a human being ride in a spaceship at the speed of light? Because because like, you get what I'm saying?
A rocket.
Yeah, like in a rocket at the speed of light, because And would they be able to survive that? Like, because how fast you going? That's like your skin, like your flat. I don't. You get me? Like, how fast is that?
All right. I want to know how fast. All right. Excuse me. Can a human being survive in a rocket that's going as fast as the speed of light? Can a human survive that?
Ooh, yeah, that's a big one. As far as we know right now, humans can't survive traveling anywhere close to the speed of light. The energy requirements are enormous, and you face insane radiation and time dilation effects. Basically, it's beyond our current technology and biology.
You see what I'm saying? And that's exactly what I meant. The only way we can get to the next galaxy, we have to, as Brian said, the only way we can get to the next galaxy and travel in between galaxies is if we was able to physically, as human beings, travel in these spacecrafts at the speed of light. And we can't even physically do that.
Right.
You're gonna probably explode, implode, or whatever. Just goo, just splattered goo on the back of a seat. Into it, man. You know what I mean?
Let's get back to it.
So that's just standard first year undergraduate relativity. So I wouldn't claim the laws of nature, as we understand them, stop you traveling between galaxies. But the challenge of traveling very, very, very close to the speed of light, I think it looks impossible from our perspective.
Impossible.
Every star you see in the night sky is likely orbited by planets, many potentially capable of hosting life. In fact, scientists estimate that there could be billions of Earth-like worlds in our galaxy alone. Yet despite these vast numbers...
He ain't say millions.
Millions of Earth-like.
No, he said billions.
Billions of Earth-like. Sorry.
Billions.
Billions of Earth-like.
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Like, did y'all hear what he just said? Of Earth-like planets. It's billions of them.
Earth-like. I'm going to keep saying that because that means that's other intelligence.
What makes Earth so special is the question. Like, we got to ask we got to be really real with ourselves. Like, just sit back and think, like, it's something like, let's just bring it down because he said 1 billion. Let's just go 1 million. Let's just go 100. If it's 100 planets, one planet is the one that has life. That's it. Just
only one.
Just one.
We that special. We sat in the right spot in the right order of all the other planets, and we the only ones that just formulated life and everything that goes on, and all the intelligence and everything that goes on in this planet. We just so happen to sit in the right place at the right spot, close in between all these other planets, and we don't right life. Like,
nah.
Come on, man.
Can't get me to believe that.
Not at all.
We found no evidence of other intelligent beings. Could alien life truly be so extraordinarily rare?
It's a great question. The answer is we don't know how rare it is, and we are trying to detect it. So in our solar system, primarily, although it is possible, I should say, that with the James Webb Space Telescope and other instruments that are coming online now, that it's possible we could detect biosignatures in the atmospheres of planets around distant stars. But that's at the edge of our capability at the moment. So at the moment we're talking about, of course, the missions to Mars, not yet quite designed to detect life, but to check if the conditions were present on Mars that may support life. I think it's fair to say we're pretty sure that the conditions on Mars 4 billion years ago, let's say, were very similar to the conditions that led to the origin of life on Earth. And so we've got the Perseverance rover now, which is taking samples as part of the Mars Sample Return mission, which hopefully, although the timeline is by no means clear, but hopefully those samples will return to Earth at some point, let's say in the next decade or so, with luck. That's because we suspect that there may be evidence that life existed or may still exist on Mars, because we're pretty sure that there were oceans, or at least...
They said they're pretty sure it was oceans on Mars. Like, and that's close to Earth. So you're trying to say, like, whatever got the Earth to start creating life forms, like Mars, not too far away, just couldn't have life at 1.2. Mind you, dinosaurs was here. That can be considered alien to humans, right? We ain't never see it in the form of itself. Like, we seen pictures, we see bones. And it's word that a lot of museums, I don't know if it's correct, but they don't got the real bones. Like, it's just like, replicas type of thing. Like, so, but I think dinosaurs once roamed, but you got to say, if dinosaurs once roamed, then why couldn't nothing else and that's just only on Earth. So Mars had life, yeah.
And like you just said, Mars had life. So, and we could travel to Mars. Obviously, we have machines on Mars. So who's to say they couldn't travel here? Who's to say they're not here already? He's probably living amongst us because of the conditions of Mars. Oceans ran dry, or it looked like it's just a dry planet. Maybe they got up out of there and they sitting here on Earth.
Because Mars wasn't more habitable. I mean, habitable.
Right, it wasn't habitable to live anymore. Like, had to evacuate. No, you need the water. We need water. And Mars need water. That look hot. It look like desert storm up there. They need water. So
get back to Earth.
There were oceans, or at least lakes and rivers on Mars for a reasonable amount of time, around 4 billion years ago. And we know that there's a high water content in the soil. I think we suspect there may be pockets of water below the surface, so it's possible life may still exist on Mars. So that's an open question. As we speak, there are 2 missions in flight to Jupiter, to the Jovian system, in particular focused on Europa, which is Jupiter's moon, which is famously, I think, one of the prime candidates for life beyond Earth, because it has an ocean, a saltwater ocean, it has active geology, and it seems as if that ocean has been there.
Europa, Jupiter's moon, has water. Mind you, we didn't even know Jupiter had a moon so recently, or they just now gave that information to the public, but
it has water, so they know it's life. Like man.
Is it a fact that Europa has water?
Yes, Europa, one of Jupiter's moons, is believed to have a subsurface ocean. Its surface is mainly water ice, and scientists think there's a vast liquid ocean beneath it, possibly even twice as much water as on Earth. This hidden ocean stays liquid thanks to tidal heating from Jupiter. The big question now is whether that ocean might be capable of supporting life.
How many moons does Jupiter have?
Jupiter currently has 95 officially recognized moons. This makes it one of the planets with the most moons in the solar system, with new ones still being discovered and confirmed as we continue exploring.
94
I thought you said Jupiter had 3 moons. Are you for sure Jupiter has 95 moons? You just told me something that I never knew.
It's 94.
Yeah, absolutely sure. Jupiter has 95 known moons. It's got a huge system, way more than just a few. The 3 big ones people often hear about, Io,
95 moons,
are
bro?
just the most famous. But yeah, 95 is the current count we know so far.
95 so far, the current count. Moons. 95 moons, bro?
Ladies and gentlemen.
Come on, bro. Nah, no way.
I promise you I did not know that.
I never did that.
I thought it was 3 moons. So hold on. Wait.
95 moons and counting.
Europa, this one moon has water. This is going on in our galaxy, God. Let's not forget this. This is on Jupiter, around Jupiter. It's 94 moons. We ain't even see this. That's how I'm telling you, space is crazy. It's so black you can't see. You know what I'm saying? You can't see nothing.
Yo,
got 94 moons.
Messed my head up. Yo, bro.
94 moons.
It got me ready to start diving into some more research. I want to check out the planets.
Son.
See what's going on. We have to dive into some more planets. But
Static. Europa got 94 moons.
95. And counting.